Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. Today I'll make another video on the same series of lazy programming series, and in this video itself I'll come up with first time a mini project itself. So this is one of the mini project which I just want to like give it to you as a problem statement. We have did a lot of exercises so far, but I just want it as a mini project where we are just making a full flash stuff. Whatever the things we have learned so far in the class itself, you you can utilize those things simultaneously in this video itself and try to optimize the code. So the problem statement, I try to make you understand first with the problem statement, and then I want you to make the code for it. Write a code instead of going further with that, seeing the code which I will provide you. Just understand the problem statement and then try to write the code from the scratch itself. Whatever the possibility, if you have completed 25%, 50%, 75%, or even 100%, then by on the basis of that parameter try to understand like what are the sections which you feel like it's not appropriate, you have not learned those things well. Then you have to go back to the lectures once again, try to grasp, try to understand that concept once again, and then come back just to write the code once again till the problem statement is not fulfilled. Till then try your best, but this problem statement is just a base reference for it. I'm not saying that you just have to make the state forward the similar thing itself. You will put like at the end of the video itself, I will give it more ideas about it, what are the other things you can do it in this code itself instead of writing the same code, the problem thing as per your understanding, whatever you feel like these things to be get added which will enhance the experience of the user, then definitely try to put that in a code itself. That's my recommendation. Okay, so we just proceed further with the problem statement to be get understand first, and then we'll go for the practical section. I'll give it a pause in between of the theory and the practical section, and then we can see the code. Okay, so this will be an interesting video where you are able to understand the stuffs well. Customization is one of the thing. I'll just make the code to some extent. I do not want like everything, like if you are going further with that, try to add more things. It's really welcome, and even the comment section you can provide your feedback, and even you can provide your whatever the addition you are doing on the top of this code itself, so that by that way like others can able to understand what are the other possibility by which we can make the code and what are the other features we can introduce in this code itself. Okay, so what actually the mini project is it? So mini project which I just want you to make is related to the library. So we wanted a library, digital library setup itself, like instead of just everything to be a manual, I wanted a digital library setup for it. But this library is totally different. This library having a video games over there itself, so in the form of CDs. Like earlier there's a situation like most of the libraries having the CDs of the game, and the people are going for the subscription for it, just to purchase it for the subscription for a month, 2 month, 3 month, on the basis of that itself. So that is the concept I'm taking it off for this problem statement, where we have to make a one management system itself for the library for the video games, where the user, like the admin manually will put the entry first related to what are the games are present, like video CDs are available over there itself, that to be get it game CD will be available, that entries will be given it by the administrator. Taking example, 10 CDs are available in the libraries. I'm just giving an idea, like in library we have lakhs of games itself, but consider that I'm just assuming as a 10 entries over there itself. Then in that case, if a user want any video games to be get it opt for a subscription for a month or whatever is it, so the user will have to put the name of that. If that thing is that like I'm just assuming a single CD only for a single game, like I'm not looking for multiple CDs for the same game itself. Okay, so just consider that whatever the entry we are putting it, it's a single CD for that game, there is no any other copy of it. Okay, so take example, whatever the list over there itself, if someone have already taken the entry for it, then in like already subscribed that video game, then in that case the new user if want to subscribe the same game, that is not possible. So condition checking is also one of the thing which we have to make it very efficient, so that if duplication is there itself. If a new user is trying to purchase the same thing or subscribe the same thing, that's not feasible over there itself. Duration is also one of the thing, whatever the duration over there. So like in my case itself, I have not added the price section over itself, which I wanted you to be get it add, like as the subscription is like people is asked for the, like the user is asked for the subscription only for 10 days or a month itself. If the student or a user is not giving that video game back, then in that case definitely the penalty will be on it. So penalty you will decide accordingly, and whatever the charge is per day basis, that to be get it decided. Okay, everything, and even the security amount will be get it decided. So everything you try to get it added. I'm not adding these things in this, the pricing related stuff I'm not adding it, but the duration of that, when it was subscribed, for whom user, everything to be get it listed. Even at the time of returning also, we are doing the same thing. You simply have to put the name of that whatever the game, and then after that it was returned. So as per that, like over here itself, what add-on you can do it, like whatever the days, take example, if it's a 30 days mentioned by it, in 20 days only it will return it back. So if we have the policy of our library system itself, like if a person is return it back before 30 days itself, so on the basis of the days itself, either we are calculating, or is it fixed for 30 days itself, even a user is giving it back on before 30 also, we are not returning any amount. So that's also one of the possibility. As per your requirement, as per your need, as per your customization, you can do it in this game. Now going further with that, if a user having no idea about, like this is a digital library, we can't see that visualize. So just to see on a screen itself, we can list all the I can say the video games on a screen, so that the student can able to see what are the games are available over here itself right now, and what are not, like what are consumed and what are available over here. So that also a list we have to give it separately. And then later on itself, I can say that it's a straightforward exit itself. So these are the stuffs which we wanted to be getted included in one of the script itself. Okay, so I hope you're able to understand the problem statement well. This is all about the stuffs which I'm looking for it. I have already write the content over here itself with this stuffs which I'm looking for it. I'm not reading the stuffs once again for you. You can read it, but if you're able to understand the problem statement well with my description which I have provided to you, it's far better for you. Just break the whole code in multiple parts and then try to work on each and every section for it. And later phase itself, you just try to combine everything and you can finalize the code that which you are looking for. Definitely there's few errors you are getting it on your screen, but that will be get it sorted out if you're giving effort from, like once you try to make the code, then only you can able to realize whether this is feasible or not, whatever that possibilities over there itself. Okay, and other possibilities also you can try, like you wanted that to be some files to be get it created over there itself, database to be get it created, that thing you try to get it added in this code itself, so that like this is just a basic I can say that a code which I'm building it from my side. And if you want to get it customized and make it to the higher level where you can utilize it in an actual library itself, you can utilize it as per your need. But that type of customization, that type of level of database, you have to build it, and that to be get it adapt, I can say that added inside of this code. So that thing you have to be how much is it feasible or not. Okay, there are a number of options to be get it added, but I'm just giving few options from my side. So now what we're supposed to do, I'll just pause the video for a minute, and now after that, after understanding the code, even like after a minute itself, I'm just going further with the practical section where I'm just showcasing you the code about it. But I wanted, like, you have to pause the video right away, and now as per the understanding, try to make the full block diagram for it. Like when you're writing any code, make sure that you have a one paper and pen in front of you itself, and then try to make the whole block diagram first. Like what are the requirements and how to get it mapped, and what are the conditions we have to use it, and how to fulfill it. Once you make it a whole block diagram, then in that case it's feasible for you when you're trying to make the code. You can go with the sections itself, and if you tick all the sections covered, then in that case at the end of it you can make the final code. So this is the strategy at the time of making a bigger project. You have to be go ahead for the with that. But if you're talking about the enterprise environment, at that time you are not the only coder making that whole stuff in one part. So that is the thing why I am suggesting you to go in part, so that if you are getting a opportunity to mix one portion, so that is only the thing which you have to do it, not the whole code. So you have the flexibility to work in multiple chunks also, instead of working on a whole code at the same time. Okay, now what I'll do, you just have to pause the video and I'm just continuing from my side with the code. Okay, so this is the actual code for which we have to be discuss about it. This is not a big code. This is hardly a 104 lines, but I make sure that you will able to understand the whole code very well. Okay, I'll go with that. Like if you're not able to understand in one time, but like if you have not make it any code and you wanted the videos to be get it proceed further with that, seeing the code, whatever the code I am providing it. So even in that case also you're not able to understand the code, just try to run the same portion again, you will able to understand. Okay, and still then definitely contact me, I will make you understand once again in a separate channel. So now this is the first thing which we have to do it. We have to import one of the library over here itself, which is a datetime library. Okay, so this is the thing which we have to do it, as we are utilizing a date time over there in our whole code itself with the marking with the time and date. That was the reason we have to import this library. This is available in Python. Okay, now we have to import it. This is not a built-in, we have to import that. Now going further with that, there is two classes which we can see on the screen. One is a video game CD and another one is a CD library. Okay, there's a difference. There is a difference between it. In case of video game, we are taking an input of the user itself, or when a user is returning it back. Everything is coming under the category of the video game section. If you're talking about any new CDs to be get it added in the library, that to be get it covered in the CD library. Other than that, listing, if we want like what are the CDs are available, everything we try to get it covered in the this class itself. And there's nothing like subclass or superclass. Both the class work as superclass itself. There is nothing like a subclass. This is not a subclass for this superclass. Okay, so remember that. Other than that, if I'll talk about this section, this is I will explain you each and everything. Don't worry about it. Right now, I'm just making you understand with the code, so that don't be worry about it. Like this looks like a bigger code. How we can understand that? Everything will be everything will be conveyed to you in a well way, so that you can able to understand. But you have to go step by step. That was our thing. I'll just try to make you understand with the class, what are the class we get it defined over here itself. Now I'm proceeding further with the objects. Okay, so this is the object we are defining it for this class. Okay, CD library. Now what I'm supposed to do, these while loop we have to run it till the person have make it this as a exit, till this is working. Here we are giving all the options in front of us, like where we are give the option like add new video games CD entry. We are giving another another entry as a book a subscription for a video game. That's one of the entry where we are just taking the input for the user, whatever that CDs the user is wanted to be take it as a subscription base, that to be get the entry from here itself. To at the time of returning it back, this is the section where we have to give that name of the video game and by that way itself the entry will be rejected, and the thing that will be available, the same CD will be available later phase itself for other users. Now talking about the list of the available video games, that's a list will be get it provided, whatever that take example, if 10 video games we have it, out of then 2 is already be on a subscription, so only 8 we can able to see on our screen. Talking about the next one, where we are seeing the list of the booked video games itself, and this is the option for the exit. Okay, that's clear. Now we have to take a choice. So choice is like whatever we are picking it over here itself, that to be get it stored inside of the choice. Now the choice will be get it compare in each and every section over here itself. So this is the whole logic where we just try to get it mapped to the class. So whatever the input we are taking it, accordingly we'll try to get it mapped inside of the class. Whatever the attribute, whatever the methods we are defining inside of that classes, over there itself it get it mapped. Okay, so taking example, if a choice is one, then in that case what exactly is happening? So the cd title we have to provide from our side, and that to be get it add. So right now we are talking about this section only. Okay, so the name of this will be get it added over here itself, and finally you can able to see on your screen the name, and that the cd has added to the library itself. So that to be get it added over there itself. That is the purpose of this section, this method, I can say that. Now talking about the next section where I just want to enter two, and in that case I want to put the name of the title first. I just want to put the title of the video game first, and I just want to validate that whether that video game is available right now for the subscription or not. So just to check that, we are taking the entry. Just to check that, we simply have to check by this way. Okay, we are taking that, so we are just checking that first, and then on the basis of that, we are putting one condition over there itself where we are taking the inputs from the user, like a subscriber name and then duration, everything, and the time will be get it reflected automatically. We can see in the class how exactly is happening, but these are the entries we are taking over here itself, and that to be get it transferred to the classes. Okay, now after that, if we talk about the third option, number three, then in that case the same thing happening. We will want the user to get it written, the same stuff which is available. So like which is not available, the user is returning back the same video game. So this is the condition coming under that category. Over there also, what I'm supposed to do, I'll go with this if condition where I'm just returning it that back. Okay, title I have already provided, and that to be get it return it back. Else if we are going with the another option, that is 4, then in that case list available is always be get it updated as per the entries we are giving it, as per the subscription, as per the returning it back the video games. This list will be get it updated, and this also the list will be get it updated. And the sixth one is the existing one, exit, like we are want the code to be get it terminated. So by that way we are taking this as a choice 6, and that to be get it break. And if a person is putting any entry which is not coming under section of 1 to 6, take example, if a user is putting the entry as 7, then in that case this is the condition where that this will be get it printed on a screen, and the things to be get it break. Okay, so that's all about the stuffs. And in case of exiting also, we have to mention the break, by which like once we're done with that, no more we are getting the prompt of these things once again on our screen. Okay, I hope this section is completely clear to you. Now we go to the class section itself. So I'll go with the first section where we are taking the inputs from the user itself. Over here it's a little bit clear, like if you understand the class very well so far, you have attended all the lectures, you will able to understand each and everything. So now over here itself, this is the name of the class which we are defining it. This is the constructor we are defining it over here itself. These are all the attributes which we are defining it over here itself with the name, and whatever the things we mention it over there itself, that to be get it defined. Okay, now is available by default is a true itself, that's to be get it mentioned, like by default that thing, that cd is available itself, like by default. But if we're going proceeding further with that, then if we are subscribed with that, then only it become a false. So by default it's true, it's true in the sense like this is available. Now going further with it, another method which is defined inside of the video games. So this is the method which we define it, where we just try to check whether it's true or not. If it's true, the same name which we are defining over there itself at the time of the entry, then that to be get it compare. If it's available, then in that case we are taking the owner name, we are just consuming it by default, whatever the system time we have it, that to be get it added. Like there is no date we have to give it from our side, only the duration we are giving, like 10 days, 30 days we are giving it, but this to be get it automatically we get it captured and save it in our system itself. Okay, and that to be get it false. So once we done with the entry for that particular video game, then after that this will be become false, no more we available for any other user. So that was the reason we are making this as putting the condition as false itself, and if we are running once again, this will be false. So till if a Harry Potter is one of the game and we wanted that to be play once, we wanted that cd to be issued to another user also, that's not feasible, as the condition is become false once this is assigned to one user. as we are taking a situation where only one CD for a particular game is available. There is nothing like a replication, or there is nothing like a duplication. We have it for the single game. Same, it's over here itself. Once we're done with the subscription, if it's already be available, then it's going to the else. Like if it's false, in that case it will go to this section and present over there CD is already subscribed with owner name. We can print it. Like if you want to go for, like, I don't want the username to be get it printed, you can remove that. But if you want that to be get it specified, then definitely you can mention it. As for the security reason, I will tell you, like, that's not a good option. We are revealing the name of the subscribers, but still if you want like the name to be get printed, you can do that. Okay, now going further with that, and we have another method over here itself. In that method, what we supposed to do, we want to return the same thing back to the library. So what we do over here itself, we simply have to put that entry from their section itself. From this section we are putting the entry, the name of the video game. Then after that, everything to be none. There's nothing required from the user itself, and this become true now. This become true, as the reason is that as it's detaching from the user and going to the available zone. That was the reason we are making this as a true. And next time if we'll run, then definitely this will not possible, as we have mentioned the condition not self dot is available. So we are looking for a false condition. Once it's become true, this will not run, and this will already be going to the else section where the CD is already available. Message will be print on our screen. So I hope this class is bit clear to you. And now I'm going to the next class where we have I think one, two, three, four, five methods we have it. We'll start with the first. This is a constructor. We have it where we are just taking the entries continuously. Okay, whatever the entries. So this is making a list over there itself. We are just putting an entry over there itself, whatever the entry we are giving it as a video game. Now going further with that, if we want to add some CDs like new games to be get added, then in that case the names will be provided and that to be get it added. We simply have to put the name, that title to be get it added, and then after that this message will be get it print on our screen where we just specifying the CD as added to the library. If it's already present, then in that case else condition will be get it trigger. Okay, so this is the condition which we have to define it at the time of adding a new game to our library, which you got as a list over here itself. Now going to the next, we just want to check list of available CDs. Like you just want to check like out of 10, like if you have put 10 entries of the video games, out of the 4 are already consumed, 6 are not, then in that case what are the 6 are not is available right now for the users. That list we can get it by this way. Okay, we simply have to take the input over there itself, then I'll put this entry over here itself, just get it transferred to the available CDs. Then in that case I'll just compare that. If available CDs, then in that case available CDs in the library, whatever available CDs in the library itself, to be get it printed on our screen itself, we get the whole list. Now talking about the else condition, if the CDs are available in the library, so if that CD is already available in the library itself, there is nothing like that. Like if it's already present over there itself, or no CDs available. I think example, if only one entry over there itself of one of the video game and it's already be subscribed, then in that case if we are running the same code, then in that case when we are triggering this section, definitely we are going to the else, as nothing, not even a single video game is available right now for the subscription. That was the reason we are triggering with the else condition. In that case, if the list is available, definitely we have triggered with the first condition of if, and over there itself whatever that available video games we can print on our screen. So now going further with that, let me go up. Okay, so let me go up. I'm not sure whether you are able to see it well or not. I feel so this looks like very small. Let me increase the font size. Sorry, extremely sorry, I forget to make it big for you. I hope this is visible to you now. So these are the two methods are left. If you are not able to see that, let me know once again. I will make you understand once again back, but I hope like this is that will be visible to you if you are able to see that code. Even the code I'm providing it from my side, just even if you open the code and going just to review it one line by line itself, whatever the things I have explained it over here, that's feasible for you to understand like how exactly the code is working, what's the functionality of it, each and every method, each and every class, every concept which I have cleared so far. So now going to the list booked series. So if we want to check the list, what are the series are available is done. Like what are the series are already booked. To get that details about it, we simply have to go this section over here. Sir, no CDs are available. That's one of the thing. Booked like example, no one have booked it. All the 10 entries of the video games are already available. Then in that case, we are printing this as nothing is printed on our screen itself, as nothing is subscribed so far. If it's subscribed, then definitely this condition will be get it fulfilled, and f string based all the stuffs with the title, with the subscriber name, date, duration, everything to be get it printed on our screen itself with this. Okay, so that's the functionality of it. Over here itself we are trying to get it transfer the title, and we're just trying cd in that library items itself, so that too we get it checked, and if condition also to be over here itself that we are triggering. Okay, so by this way itself we are getting that results of how many CDs are already subscribed. Now going to the another section, what else supposed to get, if I just want to check like whether this is available or not, that to be get it checked, then in that case get CD. So just to check the status of it, we are running this. If it's a true condition, in that case this will be triggered. If it's a false, then in that case this condition will be triggered and CD is not available in the library. Okay, if anything which we are putting over there itself from our side which is not available in that list, taking example, I have put it, the user is for the subscription, the user is trying to put the name as I can say a game, something like that, and we don't have any video game related to the game itself. Then in that case, this will be get it triggered, and we get the error. CD is not available in the library. That is also one of the thing. So I hope you're able to understand the whole code. Everything I try to make you understand for each and every section in the class, method, attribute, even the objects, the whole thing I'll try to make you understand itself. The whole code is available on my blog also, even in the PDF on my GitHub. You can get the whole code with a description about it. You can get it. This video is also available to you, so that even if you're not able to understand, you can go through the code, go through my video once again, seeing the code simultaneously, so that you can able to understand. Okay, so now what I'll do, I will run this code. This is a quite interesting portion. So what exactly is happening first? So by default we don't have anything inside of it. So what I'll supposed to do, I'll put some entry. So I'll select one. I'll put some entry like game first. I'll put one more entry. I can say chess. I'll put one more entry, test. Okay, so there are three entries I put it over here itself, and let me check that whether it's over there or not. So you can able to see this fourth option is already be credit tested. I can able to see all four video games right now is available on our screen. We can see it's not subscribed yet. Okay, if I'll try to see the third, if I'll try to see the option number fifth, what else supposed to get the output, you can see no CDs are booked in the library. So as we have not subscribed yet, so this option is giving us the response as no CD is booked yet. Okay, so for us point number 1, point number 4, point number 5 is clear. Now we have to test it for point number 2 and point number 3. So taking example, I'll put it the entry as 2, and now the title we have to give it. So let me take the game. Subscriber name, I'll take it as Mohan, and the duration it's asking for it, I'll just mention a 30 days, and that's it. Now going for the another once again 2, I'll go for the chess. Subscriber name is Rohan, and duration is 15. So I hope this is clear now. Let me run the fifth one. So when we are running the five once again, as we have already booked it, we can able to get the details about it. The time on which on the date we are getting it, where we can able to understand like this is subscribed on this date, duration, how long the user is want this us to be subscribed with this game. And over here itself we get the detail of the subscriber also, like on the name of whom we are taking this game. So Mohan and the Rohan, these are the things we are getting it. If we try to check once again point number 4, then in that case you can able to see only test is available, as we have not listed it yet. Now I'm testing the option number 3. So over there itself, I'll simply want to return my CD back. And in that case, I simply have to put the title, and this is return it back. Let me check it once again. So I can see as I have already returned the game, and in that case only the chess is available right now from the user side. So I hope everything is now clear to you with the description. This is just a small code. This is not a bigger one, but over here itself you can like now I'm giving you the add-on on the top of it, which you can make it from your side at the time when you're writing the code. You can go for the subscription along with the price also. So you can define a price for each and every video game, like the duration per day basis. Taking example 10 rupees for, if I'm talking about the India itself, 10 rupees per day. So on the basis of that you will multiply 10 with 30. If a duration the user is taking it for 30 days, then definitely you have to multiply 30 with 10. Then in that case 300 rupees the user will have to pay. On the basis of that you have to calculate it. Taking example, if a user has subscribed it for 30 days and even the user is not returning it back after 30 days also, so whatever the day the user is not, like example, if the user is returning it back on 35th day, so 5 days penalties we have to be get it added on the top of it. So that's also one other thing. So penalty is 5 rupees, you have to take care of whatever is it 5 rupees. I'm just giving an idea what it. So 5 rupees you take a penalty, so 5 into 5, 25. So 25 rupees on the top of it the user will have to pay on the top of 300 rupees. At the time of giving it the subscription, definitely we required some security deposit also be there itself, that if a person is going for a subscription and that person is not coming it back, we don't want to lose the CD. So definitely, as it's a original CD, so definitely what we're supposed to do, we will ask the user to go for a security deposit, so that even at a time if a user is not coming it back with a CD, even we can retrieve that we have the security deposit with us. So that's also one of the model you can get it added over there itself. And the last thing, like the whole bill will be get generated once the user is returned the CD back. Then definitely on the way there are two situations, like if a user is returned the CD before the timeline, then definitely we have to reduce that amount. Taking example, if the duration is 30 days and the user is returning it back in 20 days, so we will calculate 20 into 10, 200 rupees only, not 300 rupees, as the user is returning the video CD in 20 days only. So the remaining amount will be get it refunded back, or whatever it's get adjusted. That was one of the thing you can give it. Once it's returned it back, we have to make a whole list of the I can say that a bill, where we just have to mention it everything about it, like how much is the total amount, how many days it's count, everything to be. So that thing also to be get it added in this code. This is looks like a fancy type of thing. If you're making the whole code and utilize it at the later end itself, you can make it as per your need. So I hope you like this video itself, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. You can provide your feedback in the comment section of this video itself. Even the code and everything related to the problem statement will be available on my blog. Even on my GitHub, I'll provide the whole PDF file which I have already built all the time for you itself. I'll upload over there itself. You can get everything. Don't worry about it. Just try on your system the same code, so that you can able to understand that well. Okay, thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.